So the project is an interactive and publicly accessible map that displays renewable energy and battery energy storage in Canada.
Hi, I'm Jenna.
Hi, I'm Aela.
I'm studying environmental and conservation science, and the program I'm in is Human Dimensions of Environmental Management.
I'm also studying environmental sciences in the faculty of Aela, and I'm also in Human Dimensions of Environmental Management. We began the project by updating an existing database of renewable energy projects that was initially created by 2 graduate students in 2019 here at the U of A. And in addition to updating this database, we created additional map layers.
We kind of were motivated to do this project to show what the energy transition and the renewable energy sector looks like in Canada. And the map displays renewable energy projects, battery energy storage, as well as community-owned projects. For each project, we looked at the project owner's name, the ownership type, the longitude, latitude, as well as the generation type and capacity. And so there's roughly 6 layers for our map. The first one is renewable energy projects. And so this one displays kind of just the main energy generation projects, based upon like wind, solar, hydro, and the dots on the map represent each capacity as well. And then the second layer we have is battery energy storage. And so this is a unique map layer that we haven't seen as the industry is developing. And so this one is exciting because we've never seen it before, and it displays projects based upon their service use type. And then the next layer we have is an Indigenous layer. And so this one shows Indigenous renewable projects across Canada with varying levels of Indigenous ownership. So we have wholly Indigenous ownership, majority to partial Indigenous ownership, as well as minority ownership. And then we have a solar potential layer, and this layer displays where the solar energy potential is across Canada, and it's really great to kind of, I guess, compare where the solar projects currently are and where the potential is being used and where it's not being used. And then the last layers we have is a renewable energy cooperative layer and a community energy layer. And so these ones are with our partners at different institutions at Royal Roads and Guelph University.
But we also have these quite unique layers that look at the very micro level, in some cases quite micro level, approach to renewable energy transition. So for example, the map will have very shortly a layer on renewable energy cooperatives. And so renewable energy cooperatives represent a type of ownership cooperative structure, which is more common in agriculture and housing and other parts of the economy. Cooperatives are less common in energy, in the energy sector, but they do exist, and they are growing within Canada as well. And they represent a way of developing distributed energy resources through local ownership structures.
Battery technologies are an emerging technology, and they are expected to have a very important role in the renewable energy transition. So with that, we wanted to capture their novelty and emergence within Canada at this point in time. And with the Indigenous renewable energy layer, it's interesting to see the extent to which Indigenous peoples are participating in and leading renewable energy projects in Canada. It's also useful to see Canada's progress not only on its renewable energy targets, but its progress on reconciliation within the clean energy sector. And then finally, with the solar energy potential layer, we see when it's overlaid with solar projects, we can identify, researchers or renewable energy developers can identify sites for further development potential.
So we chose to update the map now because the original map was developed in 2019, and we realized and saw that the usability and the search functions of the map were quite prevalent. So we know that a lot of people were using our map. And we also know that the renewable energy sector within Canada has shifted and evolved a lot since 2019. And so we wanted to provide a better snapshot and a more accurate, modern, current snapshot of what the renewable energy sector looks like here in Canada.
We know that the renewable energy transition is ongoing and evolving, and we hope that the map evolves alongside it. So we hope students, researchers can contribute to updating the map in the future and capture another moment in time.
These technologies are evolving and growing, and the map of where these different kinds of renewable energy technologies are located across Canada is growing too, and that's interesting to see.
It's just often with academic stuff, it can be very easy to kind of get lost in the weeds or kind of feel like what you're doing is very small in the grand scheme of things, but to have a map and to have something that people frequently use, and we kind of know that people will be using it due to the past map and how often it was used, it's just really cool to kind of realize that we are contributing to something bigger and that our work has impact, and every little thing matters in the end.
It was an awesome project.
Yeah.
And I was really happy to be part of it and to work with John, Dr. Parkins.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was very grateful.
Well, just to add that I can't do this without incredible support from the people who worked on the map. So I provided the academic direction and oversight, but the real work of this map and the completeness and the usability of the map is really a result of the people who worked on it. And Aela and Jenna were just really fantastic in pulling this all together. And so they're very busy and productive summer students who worked on this map that really made it come to fruition. Yeah.